Yes, my name is Brian Welch. I live in Seabrook, New Hampshire.
Yeah, so what about your experience living there that made you want to do this interview?
No, it was East Longmeadow is where I moved on. That was the place I wanted to
Mm,
do the interview on. And I've
yeah,
been out of there for 9 years, but it was definitely, it's different out there. And I got divorced from it, and I had a lot of symptoms, illnesses from being out there. I believe that the air and the water is polluted, and I
mhm.
wanted people to know this. I'm here to alert people and to tell people that. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah. So with that in mind, then what are
Yeah,
some things that you immediately want to bring to the attention of the audience about that area?
that area. Okay, yeah, it's very hard to breathe out there. I'll be honest with you. And again, I did do some research. I got some documents. I went to the doctors and stuff, and they have air pollution and they have acids in their water, and you get symptoms from that. You get like me, diarrhea. So I left there 136 pounds. I'm 172 pounds. For 5 years, I lived there. I never could digest my food. So I had diarrhea. I couldn't sleep. I had nightmares. And my nightmares were always about the family being trying to be killed. And I had to protect them. And I mentioned it to my daughters. I have three daughters that live with me out there. And one of them says, "Yeah, Daddy, I have nightmares too. It's always about the family, Daddy." So I'm not the only one seeing this thing. I'm just trying to bring it to everyone's attention. I know other people have gone through what I've gone through. I just want us to let people know and don't feel because I went to all these. I'm crazy out there. I was crazy. I was told I'm totally crazy by all of them who I think I'm crazy. So yeah, you have no idea. You're not sleeping. You're not eating. My all my neighbors. I'm telling you, every single one of them shaved bald heads. I go there. What happens to my hair? Falling out. I'm not kidding you. Right? I'm stressing on that. So a lot of, and again, I went to the doctors. Everyone's saying it's stress. And out there, everyone's saying, "Oh, you're just getting old." I agree. I was getting old. But out there, I come back here, I'm not getting old. So yeah, there's something going on out here. And if you do the research, there really is. I mean, I did a little, I gave up. I've been out of there for 9 years. I've done 4 years with that crap. I have water samples. I have air quality. And it's, you know, it's sad. It's sad. And my family's out there and I was divorced from it. Actually, because I don't sleep, right? If you're not sleeping, you're kind of going crazy in a way. You really are. And I did go to the doctors and we did blood and everything. And they're all just saying stress, but it wasn't. And now that I left, right, everything's gone. Again, I'm normal. I sleep. And it's just strange out there. And
Yeah,
you should send some people down there. Go
yeah.
ahead. Go there for a week. Go live there for a week and tell me what you said. I get people at a bar down here at Hampton. I was eating a burger at a bar. I meet a couple, and they're from. This is the Boston area. I'm 20 miles from Boston. Okay, the ocean's a mile right there, and so they're at the bar, and I says, "Oh, I get some food." They go, "Oh, we're from Somerville, which is right near Boston. They have the best food around." And I says, "Oh, we're spoiled with food." So anyway, I'm talking with them, and I says, I says, "Yeah, I'm from East Longmeadow." I'm letting everybody know. I'm trying to spread the word back then. East Longmeadow sucks. And so I says to her, I says, "Yeah, I'm in East Longmeadow." I says, "It's terrible out there. Don't ever go out there." She goes, they're young, they're in the 30s, 20s, 30s. And she goes, "Yeah, my daddy owns a construction company, right?" She goes, "And every now and then, Brian, I have to send people out there to do work. I have to send a group of 5." She goes, "Every single one of them, they don't want to go. I have to select them and make them. And they all come back saying they don't want to go out there. It's different out there." It really is. I heard that from strangers that I did root sales and I was going to companies and I could speak to someone and they said, "Oh, I went to East Longmeadow, my old town, for a wedding." And two ladies, these ladies are professionals. They're like in authors and shit. This is Boston. And they both people said the same thing within a month. Stepford wives. I don't even know what Stepford wives was. And I go, but they both said that same term, and they both said it was weird. And one, they don't even know each other. They don't, and they're both just highly educated, politeness people, very educated. And I went, yeah, it's different. And I don't know what Stepford Wives is. I think I looked it up. I think that it's like the Beavers or something. I don't know what Stepford Wives are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not a TV guy, but strange. And then my neighbor next door, he played football as a kid. And it's Newburyport. Oh, very nice town. And he can't play football because his grades are terrible. And he wants to be a pro. And yet his grandfather's kind of like a recruiter. So he has the possibility, but he can't play because his grade stinks. So he goes and lives out with them. And I says, where do they live? He goes, Northampton. That's the area. And I says, really? I says, now big kid, big lineman, right? I says, Harrison, I bet you can't sleep and you got diarrhea. The kid's face went white. And a car pulled up with all his buddies, so he hopped in and he goes, we got to talk. I'm just throwing stuff out there. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah.
You know, and it is real. It is legit. I mean, I took them water samples. You can go right now online and Google poison air in East Longmeadow. It comes up. There's lead in the air. There's acids in the water. And then the people that are maintaining it, I mean, this was my water report. The kid says, oh, no harm. If you need anything, just call me. So I call him. And I says, yeah, I think his name's Sean Kelly. I go, Sean, hey, what's with the water? You know, he says, if I have any further questions, call you and ask. He goes, oh, nothing I know. I go, really? I says, well, you have their HTMs. I go, in the water. He goes, oh, I didn't know that. And I says, well, yeah, you just, you know, I'm asking you for help. He goes, no, it sounds like you're doing pretty good. If you learn anything, can you tell me? Why am I teaching you? You know what I'm saying? And that water's that's since 2010. We're in 2023. No one's done anything. Nothing. Nothing gets done. No one does anything. They don't know what to do.
Yeah.
So I want to know, I mean, obviously it cost me a lot. It cost me my whole family. It cost me tens of thousands of dollars with the move. You know what I'm saying? And to watch my kids being harmed. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I don't know. Are we going to have birth defects? I'm just saying. My children, they went to school. They were in fifth grade. I have twins and a littler one. She was in fifth and second. And they go to school. I says to them, like a week after, I pick them up after school. And I says, hey, honey, how was school? And one of my twins said, now we're talking fifth grade, were they 11, 10, 11? Says, Daddy, they all seem emotionless out here. Me as a father, that hurts. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And back then, the American Girl dolls, I don't know if you might not be.
No.
Okay.
I used to love those.
Excellent, right? So my kids had it. My wife is a PhD in pharmaceuticals. She runs a university. So we definitely made a big move, big house. We live on as they tell me, because they all tell you everything. They're all a bunch of salespeople on my whole road. You know what I'm saying? They meet me like, hi, I'm Thurston Howell, the third millionaire, like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hi, I'm Brian. This is Beth. Want to borrow my mower? Let me know, you know? But that's not how they are. They're all like, whatever. So we have a third floor. And it's this big, huge room. It's game room is what I made it. I mean, for their dolls, because they've had, you know, the movie theater, they had the theme setups and stuff, right? So it's all set up. My kids are real happy, right? They're in fifth grade, the little one's in second grade, and you know, this beautiful house and all this stuff. And so they're excited to get their new friends, and they bring them upstairs, and they were like, "We don't play with dolls. You don't play with dolls." I was like, wow. So now my kids are feeling alienated. You know what I'm kind of saying? Me as a dad, I'm concerned. These are my children. That's what I wanted in my life, was children. Nothing else. Health and children. And I got it. And then yet I go out there, I'm losing my health, and my poor children are different than these, to me, weirdos. Strange. And it all comes down to the air. And actually, all of them, I got notes, and I forgot about them. I just pulled them out for you. And they were getting rashes underneath their noses. Yeah, of course. They're breathing. And whatever they're breathing in is reddening their. They had to go to the dermatologist and stuff. And it just comes up, oh, I don't know, allergies or something like that. Everyone is great at just pointing the finger. No one solves the problem.
Yeah.
How am I doing?
You're doing great. You're doing good.
A lot for you, huh? Yeah, I know. I'm all wound up. That's who I am. Yeah, look at them, all wound up. Out there, I'm exhausted. I'm slow, I'm tired, and yet you can't sleep. Can't sleep. I had a car accident because of that. So I didn't sleep, fatigue driving. I mean, not good.
Yeah.
Terrible place. I recommend anyone that goes out there to like us, I wish we would have rented first. You know what I'm saying? To learn the area, so you can walk away if you have to. Once you buy a house, I mean, it's, you know what I'm saying? Buy
Yeah.
a house, tens and tens of thousands of dollars for fees, and you eat that. And that's, you know, we're that well off that I can afford to gobble all that up. But
Mm-hmm.
I would want other people to watch out, go out there, do your research, just go online, look at the
Yeah.
pollution, look at the water, and make your own decision. But I'm here to share. And again, I know there's other people that have gone through the same thing I have. We just haven't connected because I don't know how to connect. I don't have a computer. This is
Mm-hmm.
it. I don't have a printer. And it's not my job to do this anyway. You know what I'm saying? I was
Yeah.
trying to build my own family is what I was worried about. But
Mm-hmm.
then you guys, I came across you and I actually wrote this in there. And I got hits, and some people agreed. They agreed. So I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
look at, they are there. They do exist.
Yeah.
They're just not. We're just not touching base with them yet.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping this helps them and awares them and alerts them and just fix the problems. But I don't. I'm happy to today just to
Yeah.
warn the villagers. That's all I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
My children still live there. If I still go out there, I swear to God, I'm not stressing. I'm not crazy. I'm very athletic. My heart will start to pound. Your heart will pound. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that was one thing I had. My nightmares, my heart was gonna have a heart attack. My wife's boss, they moved from out west towards California. Yeah, the guy had like 3 massive heart attacks in his bed sleeping. Yeah, I was going through the same thing, but you can't really tell people that. You know what I'm kind of saying? Yeah, he
Yeah.
moved. They moved. They moved. Oh yeah, and everyone, yeah, that comes in. You can see, you can watch their hair slowly fall out. Next thing you know, it's the shaved head. My whole neighborhood was all shaved heads. It's like, people, wake up. Something's not right. But they're not, they've lived there forever. You know, they don't move. You know what I'm saying? They were born and raised in Springfield. And this is, they call it they do, nobody else does, but they call it the Hamptons of Western Mass. I call it the land of the walking dead.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So
it's a trip.
so was there anything there that you actually enjoyed, or was it just completely like your time there you felt wasted?
Yeah, no, it's backwards. I went backwards, you know, in life. You know what I'm saying? This
Mm-hmm.
is the city, everything's here. You have anything at your fingertips, you know what I'm saying? Out there, you go out there. Um, the food, even the restaurants, the people can't cook like they do down here. You know what I'm saying? Just basic stuff, but to me, the quality of people is less. And I don't mean to insult anybody, but realistically, my wife has that prestige job out there, right? She tried to get match that job out here, and she wouldn't get it.
Mm-hmm.
The pool's stronger here. You know what I'm kind of saying? So it's easier to get high end jobs out there because there's not as many people going for that high end job. So she didn't get it, and I was like, yeah, it's the way it is. These people are not your Nobel Prize winners.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
no, nothing good. Nothing good. What did I find good? No, my kids go to school, right? Okay, yeah, East Longmeadow. Again, they tell us, oh, the schools are wonderful. All your kids go to college, da 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 da. Again, they're all selling me. My kids go there, 5th grade. They already had that the year before. They had the whole year to keep their hands down because they had all the answers because they were 1 year ahead of them out there. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, this is another shot. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, anything good out there? The grass is all green. They all cut the grass. That's about it. I swear to God, I think that's their life. Is they cut
Yeah.
their grass,
At
and you
least they
don't
got
see them
that
outside.
going.
Huh?
At least they've got that going for them.
Yeah, I don't care. I'd rather have a hot top, paint it green. I'd be happy.
Oh yeah, for sure. So since
But
you've moved from there, what kind of advice would you have? Obviously, like you mentioned, you wish you had rented, but when coming to where you live now, what were some things that went really well? What about where you live now was better than where you lived before?
oh, everything. This is where I used to live. I'm in my hometown, roughly. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Hmm.
I'm 20 miles from my town, but I'm right near close to the beach. Methuen is where we were from, and that's 20 miles from the beach and 20 miles from the Boston, the center of Boston. So now I'm about the same. It's the same. It's awesome. I'm not selling it to anybody, but It is, smell the ocean. The food is great. No stress. No one's stressed out around here. Out there, it's all tensed and weird. Like I said, robotic,
Yeah.
different. And to me, my body was breaking down out there. You know what I'm saying? My body was. Maybe some other, that's fine. But no, that's another thing. Yeah, the dentist. See my teeth? Not bad. But so I go to the dentist all the time. I have been since 18 all the way up. And maybe in my whole life, what do I got? 6 cavities, let's say. I go out there. I go to the dentist. Every 6 months, guess what? I have 2 cavities. So is it bone marrow? That's bone. Are your bones decaying? Or B, is it malpractice? Just, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So eventually, my kids even said it. Little kids, they go, we're going to see Danielle. Let's see how many cavities we got this time. It was like a joke going to the dentist, but it was real. And I would he would drill if I let him drill. Whether that was, I needed that, were my bones really decaying or were they not? Well, my hair's falling out. I'll be on like soft tissue, so around your butt area, right? From the shower, burning. It's burning because it's acid in the water. I don't know this at this time, but I'm finding all this out as I go along. That's what it was. So I go see my wife. Now, obviously, I'm not doing this in front of my children, right? I'm a father. I should stand proud and strong, and I don't say anything to them. I just check on them. And anything that's going on with me, I keep it myself. I bring it to my wife, but my wife is like a military type lady. Suck it up. You're just getting old. You know what I'm saying? She's one of those power trip women. Fine. So she says, go see a psychiatrist. So she's a doctor. She researches. She finds the best one out there. Now I go see him, and I'm explaining it to him, and he says, I went twice. The first time he told me how to breathe. Control down, slow down, Brian. And I says, okay, doctor, I learned, and I do that. And he goes, I come back, right? So I tell him about that, the rashes, the diarrhea, the hair loss, and the sleepless nights, the heart pounding and stuff. And as I look at him, bald as can be, the beard, and he was from out west too, and he moved to East Longmeadow. Now this guy said to me, I said, he says, Brian, he's Dr. Adler. He says, Brian, we moved out here from Kansas, say, and he goes, we met the neighbors. Now he's a doctor. He lives in a very nice neighborhood. So your neighbors are kind of what you are. And he goes, it was the strangest thing for us to meet the neighbors and come over to have a picnic. He goes, I couldn't believe it. It took me months. And then when he did, he said it was really weird. And I says, really? And now again, I'm crying about the hair loss. Don't get me wrong. And as I was walking out the door, right? Because we're all done. He goes, Brian, it is what it is. As I'm walking out the door, he goes, Brian. And I turn and I look to him and he goes, keep looking. Told me to keep looking. Told me, I'm not crazy. He told me to keep researching.
Yeah.
So, see what I'm saying? I mean, it's there. And again, I'm here to warn. I'm here to warn people.
Yeah, for sure.
I have nothing against it. It was, you know what I'm saying? It's just day one. It's just not a good place to live. And I wish that my wife would have packed up and we all would have got out of there, but that didn't happen.
Yeah.
So I lost a lot. You know what I'm saying? I lost my family. I lost everything. And again, I just don't want other people to go through that same thing I did. And I wish that they would just look into it before they jump into it.
Yeah, for sure. And it definitely sounds like something that you're very passionate about because it's affected you personally, and it's something, it's good to have a warning for other people out there that could be in a similar situation.
Right. That's all, and then for them to fix it. You're getting paid, Sean Kelly, to take care of the water. You're not taking care of the water if there's acid in the water. And if it's doing it to me and they know it, think about it. What about a 10-pound baby? You're making formula out of that faucet water? 10 pounds, it took down me 170 pounds. What's it going to do to a little 10-pound baby that you're making? You just think, I don't know if you have kids. I had kids. I went to the tap water. I made formula. Not good.
Yeah.
Not good. I look deep down at everything, not about me, about everybody. You know what I'm saying? Really, the kids. I mean, that's crazy. That's asinine. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And they do nothing about it. He actually, in that 2019, he's still over the thing. Someone finally said something more, I guess, that I read an article. Again, you can research this. All Google East Longmeadow, lead, air, you'll get it all. And his comment was, "Oh, we're a trickle over." Like, it's funny. That's funny, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Not to me, it's not. That's murder. You're killing little kids with acid water. Not good. Just
Yeah.
not impressed. Not impressed. Nothing impressive out there.
Thank you. That was wonderful. I'm very happy. This is the first time I think we've had anybody who's been passionate enough to tell us about a place that they've had a problem with, and so it's refreshing to have something new.